love is the answer. So you guys are my loves, and I love you guys so much, and don't you ever forget that. But for today's video, I have one of my loves, one of my biggest supporters out there. We went to high school together. Her name is Casey, and we're going to talk about how she was bullied growing up, how it made her feel, how did she come out of that, how did she lose the weight in her journey, and we talked about body shaming a little bit as well. Thank you for my loves for joining. Hope you guys liked this video. I had a good time. It was amazing. I hope you guys love it. Sit back, get your popcorn, get your chips, get your drink, sit back and watch this video. Hey loves, today I have with me Casey. I'm super excited for this video. She wanted to be a love of my channel for the longest, and I'm happy to be back to let her voice be heard and that she makes a difference in this world. So we're gonna hear her story, and thank you guys for joining us. So Casey, before we begin, tell my loves more about you, where you came from, and just more about you.
Well, I came from my mom. I came from my mom. Well, I was born in Hinsdale. I think I was born in Crystal Lake, and I have two sisters, Kelly and Kennedy. And yeah, I don't know how long I lived there, but I lived there almost my whole entire life there.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you?
26.
26, both 26. Okay, and your birthday is in July.
July
right?
3rd.
July
yeah.
3rd. Okay. What did you do for your birthday?
Well, for my birthday, I saw my now ex-boyfriend, and we had a good one. We celebrated. We didn't actually do all the. I didn't get any. I don't know. It's just like the day before we did celebrate with my mom, my sisters, my uncle, my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we celebrated the day before, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when did you getting bullied start? How old were you? When did it start?
I think it started when I was in middle school. I think I was in 6th grade. I went to Glencrest Middle School, and then I had to go to Glen Oaks, which was a not good school. It was a good school with a good education, but then I started to get bullied. People would call me Stalker. People would call me a bitch, this, that, whatever. Some people would say, go die, and I would get bullied, and it wasn't a really good experience. But I met some people there, and then they end up like betraying me, saying, oh, she's a bad person. Oh, you were like this at Glen Oaks. I'm like, I don't need that right now. But it was terrible. I mean, then I ended up in Alexian Brothers Hospital. I didn't actually want to commit myself. I just said it out of anger, but I was there, and yeah, throughout Glen Oaks it was hard, but the education was good. But yeah.
So did you go to a behavior hospital for your bullying?
No, not for the bullying, because there was an episode, I don't know what it was about, but like I said I wanted to kill myself. They took it very serious, because when someone says that, they take it very serious. But I was there, I don't know how many days I was there, but I got the help that I needed, and a lot had to do with my relationship with my dad, which I have not seen in years. And it's a long story, but I don't want to talk about that, because I'd rather talk about the bullying and the losing weight.
And your mom has been raising you. She's a single mom, and she's been raising you.
She's raised me 26 years.
Your dad has not been in your life.
My dad has not been in my life.
And that's another thing about people getting bullied. You never know what that person is going through. You never know what they went through in their childhood. What did they lack growing up? What did they lack being raised? Casey was raised and brought up by her mom. Mom's a single mom, 3 kids, 3 daughters. That's a lot on a single mother. Also, Casey growing up and not having her father in her life. And that can impact any child mentally and physically. You want that love for a father. And you're thinking, am I not good enough? What could I do more? Why aren't you not in my life? And that affects you.
Yeah, it did, but like right now, I don't care about him. I just care about my mom, because my mom has raised me.
Yes.
I mean, she's still raising my 2 sisters, and they're one's 17 and one's 22 or 23, I can't remember. But yeah, I helped my mom raise my sisters.
That's amazing. I see you posting posts. You're
Yeah.
an amazing older sister. I know they look up to you.
They do.
And that's honestly amazing. But and then so you went to behavior hospital. How many times you went to go to behavior hospitals? One time in your life?
I think one time.
One time?
Yeah.
So, because I myself, I probably went to behavior hospital 8 or 10 times. I lost count, you know. But I have history in my mental health. But I just want people to know behavior hospital is where anyone can go to if you need the help that you need. Some people who are suicidal, some even if you drug addictions, anyone can go to behavior hospital. It's just don't judge it on some stereotypes out there how behavior hospital is a certain way. And not every behavior hospital isn't the same. I went to amazing behavior hospitals, and honestly, people in behavior hospitals, you meet people and you don't feel alone. They understand one another. It's like a little community, you know. But they do take suicide seriously.
Very
even
serious.
if you think it, even if you say you think it, you having thoughts, because they don't want
You to end your life.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to end your life, so they take it seriously.
Right.
But so your bullying started when you were in 6th grade, and then how were you? Like probably like 12.
I think I was 12.
And did you have a lot of friends growing up?
Well, when I was little, yeah, but now I only have a few because it's a long story. Because with my ex and I, like, everybody said, oh, like there was a whole situation going on, and I'm like, everybody said, oh, you're selfish. They would call me an asshole. I'm like, really? You're really gonna call me an asshole? I'm like, but yeah, I lost like 6 friends, and then 2 others. As you can see on my live, they kept saying, oh, you're selfish, you don't know what you're doing. One of them got too involved in my relationship, and then what she did was she actually went to talk to his ex, and she got information, and they texted me this information, and it was false information because I talked to him about it. I'm like, he's like, no, this didn't happen. But she literally, because he has, you know, a child, and then he said, well, if you don't tell me the truth, and they tell his ex this. So then she blackmailed me, and then that's not where we're not friends anymore. But then it's like, it's crazy.
It seems like when you're growing up, you hung with the wrong crowd, people who didn't have your best interests.
Yeah.
But when you were being bullied, you said that people would call you stalker, they would call you asshole. How did that make you feel?
I felt like I didn't have any help. I had to literally go to the therapy session every single time saying, I want to go home, but they wanted me to have an education. But like every time I would go there, I felt like I was bullied and nobody would help me. Like I would, like, so many occasions, like it was ridiculous. Like I was threatened. I had the cops that I get involved because someone said I'm gonna punch you to your face and it goes all the way up. I'm like, it was hard. It was honestly the hardest program to be there. My mom, like, we thought that it would be a good program, but then at the end of the day, it really wasn't. I had a good education there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how did you push through? How did you pull through when you were going to school and people were bullying you constantly? Like, what kept you going?
What kept me going was that's a really hard question. that's like a 10 out of 10 question. I'd say my mom and my grams and my whole family, they helped me through. They said you can do it. Just keep pushing forward. And then once I hit sophomore, I went to GBS high school, and that's when everything, like everybody else, like all the worries were gone, and it felt great.
So you weren't really in a healthy environment, but then when you went to Glenbard South, it was 10 times better than what you were putting through in the past.
It was, yeah, way better.
And then when you went to Glenbard South, did you get bullied? Did people bully you?
Well, some people you know. Well, I'm not going to say their names because I don't want to like rat them out. But yeah, they would say, oh, you're taking this person away. Oh, one person would even go to my mother and message her on Facebook saying, can you tell your daughter not to talk to this person? I'm like, where are we? Like, I know we're in high school, but you know.
And when you were talking to these people, all that you were trying to do, you just start a conversation, just be friends with somebody. You just wanted friends.
Yeah, I just wanted friends. Yeah.
And they just shut you down, didn't give you the time of day.
They didn't. They said they felt like I was the star of because I was on a basketball team, and someone got mad that she was jealous of me, and then she kept saying rude remarks to me, and then she kept going to this one guy. I'm like, oh God, what is this like? Like, felt like I was I don't know. I felt like I kept getting bullied, and I'm like, there was a point in time like I wanted to like it to stop, and like
that's the thing. Like growing up, we don't see bullying as much. But as you get older and you're not in high school anymore, you're in college or anything, you're just grown, and you get to thinking like, shit, there was so much bullying around when I was growing up. And it's like, why didn't I do more? Maybe because we weren't educated, maybe because the teachers didn't listen or anything, but bullying is really, really serious. And I feel like we need to take it serious, because you never know, someone can have so much on them and they just want to end their life. They feel like they're not good enough, no matter no matter how they try, no matter what they do, you get bullied and judged, and no one even gets the time to talk to you. And it hurts that you've been bullied since you were in 6th grade, but it got better when you were a sophomore.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I still had bullies, but like, I don't know. It's just that I still had to go to therapy, but then like, I don't know. It's just, and then like, since now your bullies will still be with you. It's just then when you talk, like, some people are fake. They, like, I don't like fake people. Like, they say, oh, you like, I never once said this about you, but then you find out at the end of the day they talk crap about you. I'm like, wow.
Because I remember you in high school, and the person that you were always so cheery, you're always so positive, always smiling.
Yeah.
And always. And I just feel like you just wanted to be included.
I did.
And no one would let you in. They just judge you and make fun of you based on what the bullies passed down to other people. Don't talk to her, don't talk to her.
Yeah, because I had crushes like Laura in high school. Like, there was Darius. I mean, I had a huge crush on him. And yet, and then Hannah, not Hannah, but yeah, I was friends with Hannah, and then all of a sudden, they don't talk to me. I'm like, what's up with that? Like, I'm friends with them on Facebook, and when I message them, they don't say anything. I'm like, what is this? Like, oh, but they have time to talk to their other friends, but, and they, yeah.
And that hurt you.
It does.
You felt like they were ignoring you. You didn't feel included.
Yeah, because like, I would always say, hey, want to hang out, this, that, whatever, and like, it's crazy.
And did you think, when people would to bully you and say these mean things to you, how did that affect you mentally? Did you see yourself differently? Did you feel like you think that something was wrong with you, or how did that affect you mentally?
Well, it hurt a lot, but they're like, and they say, oh, look at you, you lost a lot of weight. So then they actually recognize me. I'm like, so if you recognize me if I'm skinny, but why didn't you recognize me back in high school? It's like, yeah, and then I would get comments like, have you been eating? Are you anorexic? Why don't you eat? I've been getting, then you have a small ass. I'm like, whoa.
So it's just like, nothing was good enough for them.
Yeah.
When you had a little bit more weight than you are now, people will ridicule you, make fun of you, and now that you lost weight, you do better, people still like ridiculing you and talking about you.
I mean, I've talked to one of them, and they only contact me, but that one, like, some of them like block. I like when being blocked, because being blocked is like not talking to you at all, but like when they actually are friends with you, why can't they just communicate? Like I say, communication is the key to any relationship, but like, it's like I talk to them and then they don't even talk back. But they watch my videos and then they get like, why aren't you with him? Why aren't you with him? I get so many questions a day about like who I'm in a relationship with, because I've had 3 boyfriends, not at the same time, but I mean, my relationship, like the one I'm talking to now and the other one I'm talking to now, it's just, I'm like, I've done so much, like they say, wow, I've missed you, yada yada yada. It's like, if you really want to be with me, then tell me you want to be with me.
So it's like, you feel like people only care and want to talk to you and be in life only to know about your business and what you do with your personal life.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And it's just like, where were you when I wanted you guys as friends? I wanted to talk to you. I needed to talk to someone. And I can just imagine how hurt that you could be and feel.
Yeah, and I really felt bad because I think years ago, Amy, I forgot her last name, she had cancer, and I felt so terrible. I'm like, I wish I knew Amy, because she was a very cheerful person.
She was amazing.
Then Marina, I knew Marina, and I didn't know what was going through her, and then she died of cancer, and I wanted to get to know more of her. It just, you feel bad, like when they died, and like you want to know more of them, you know? It's like, and then, like, it's like a lot. And then whenever I hear people say the R word, that's another thing that irritates me. People use, like, the R word, it's not okay. Like, I understand you say the R word. The R word means you're making fun of somebody with a disability. And then, like, it's, like, not okay. Like, I think I was called white cracker one time. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but, like,
So has anyone called you the R word?
When I was, I remember I was at the pool once and someone called me that and I just didn't appreciate that. And I was called that by my ex-boyfriend, Avery Leprechaun. I'm like, whoa. Like, he knows I don't like that.
And that's just another thing. Like, loves, you gotta know that words hurt. People remember what you say. And it's different levels. Like, especially when people say the R word. I remember when it was a big thing when I was in high school. Like, stop the R word, don't say it. And if you don't know what the R word is, I'm gonna put it right here below because I don't want to say it. But it's just like, it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Think before you speak, because you have no idea the effects that your words have on somebody. And another thing I want to talk about, because I always tell my love, there's a reason why people are the way that they are. And you need to know, people who bully others, they are happy with themselves and they are miserable. They do not love themselves. So they project their hate and how they feel about themselves onto other people. Hurt others, hurt others. And then when bullies see that you can't get to them, they can see you to hurt you and stuff. But you have to see that for what it is. So when we see someone bullying somebody, educate them. Speak up for yourself and tell somebody. Tell someone that bullies each other and just be like, I don't know what you've been through in your life growing up, but I hope you find the healing that you need. Just know, when you continue to hurt others, you continue to hurt yourself. Just something simple as that, because bullies are bullies to themselves. And Casey, I want you to know, people who bullied you growing up, people who talked about you growing up, they were unhappy with themselves.
Well, there also, before I interrupt you, but there was this one show that I really did not, I saw it, I'm like, 13 Reasons Why. Okay, I know people are going to probably be like, they should, like, in my honest opinion, they really should have not showed that. I understand why they showed it, but it was too much, because the part where they showed where she actually killed herself, that was too much. It's like, because if people actually watch it, they're gonna think, hey, it's cool to do that. Like, they really shouldn't have showed that.
I heard about this reason why it's a lot of can trigger the people and stuff.
And I'm like,
I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet because I don't need to be triggered.
Yeah, because like people who do it, they do it because like they need help. And whenever I see people who have killed themselves, oh my god, it's like they're on a cliff and you have a devil, it's like those movies, I don't know what it's called, a devil and you have an angel. Would you rather like end your life right now because you're not gonna know what's gonna happen? Like, you could be a mother, you could be a father, you could be anybody you want to be, but like you gotta like don't let the devil talk to you into it. You gotta think of the angel thinking like, I'm not that religious, but I know that there will always be an angel guarding me, you know?
And that's why I just love how you were bullied through growing up, and you are still the person I remember in high school. You're still cheery, positive, and smiley and stuff. And I always tell my loves, don't let people change your heart. Don't let people change who you are, how you feel. And Casey and I and my loves watching, who hasn't got their heart changed, is living proof.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do not let these people who constantly walk all over you, take advantage of you, change your heart. Don't let them do that. Because people who make fun of you and talk down to you, they need the most love. We gotta continue to shine our light onto the next person. And it hurts and it sucks that you were bullied. And I wish when I was in high school, I could have done more for you.
Aww.
For real, I wish I could have done more for you.
Yeah, because she was the first, I tell this all the time, she was the first female football player. I'm like, that is amazing. That is seriously amazing. I'm like, I would literally let her be on the Bears team. Seriously, like, I wonder, like I even asked Cordell, like, when he was there, I'm like, I would love to be in a football team. He's like, no. I don't know why, like, she had you, like, that's incredible. Like, who doesn't, like, females, like, I understand, like, people are like, well, girls can't do this. You know what girls can do? They give birth to children. They even, I'm like, when people say girls can't do this, really? I can probably lift a child up. Mm-hmm. And she's also a mom to Abel, and oh my god, he's like the cutest.
Casey she's honestly a beautiful person. She continues to love, pours it out. One of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest loves out there.
I actually cried. Yeah, I cried when
Constantly-
she
yeah,
cried.
when
I cried when she had me.
When she watched my video when I gave birth from
I
April
was
to April,
crying
she
so
was crying, and she made a video about it, and it was the sweetest
And
thing.
I bet you cried too.
She our biggest supporters.
And yeah, when I
honestly.
found out you were pregnant, I'm like, oh my god, Kia's pregnant. Oh my god, it's like she like even yeah. When I heard about that, oh my god, I've seen him. Like I wish I got to know him, but it broke her. Like I didn't want her to go through the same. Like I don't know what his story was about, but like he used to work at McDonald's, and I think I would see him. He had a smile on his face, but like even the name Troy, that is a oh my god. When I think of Troy. Like Troy's a cute name,
Yeah,
and
his real name was Troy Dow, but we call him
I
Troy.
thought that you know you guys did an amazing job at making an organization. And didn't she used to date Troy? I'm sorry, I shouldn't bring that up. I'm so sorry, I shouldn't bring that up. But like
we going off topic a little. We're going off
but
topic
when
a
you
little, but that's
yeah
okay.
yeah when you get to know like even though I have ex-boyfriends, the one thing like for like this year, like me and my ex, we broke up in March, but then all of a sudden in July or in June, there was this huge tornado and it hit Naperville. One of my exes lives in Naperville, so what I did is no matter if it was bad or good, I called him. I mean, I didn't call him, I texted him. I remember his number, and I said if he was okay, and he says he's fine. He sent me pictures. I'm like, when you know someone's in Naperville, like he lives in Naperville, I'm not gonna give you his address or anything, but like. It was a good relationship, but then it ended badly. But then the thing that hit me the most, he says he misses me. But yeah, but like even though you had a bad relationship, if it was like, 'cause I've been in different kinds of relationship, but like yeah, like I worried about him because I want to make sure he was okay because. Lots of people have lost their homes, and like whenever I see that, and I see kids, I'm like, I want to cry, like literally.
You're a very emotional, sensitive person.
Oh, I am. Even she had her baby, I was so emotional. I'm like, yeah.
But so we're gonna switch. We're gonna make it a little upbeat. Enough about talk about her story about her being bullied, how she to keep going, moving on, and how it made her feel getting bullied. But now. How it was growing up, how she lost her weight, her journey, and how she's feeling and everything. So when did you start losing weight?
Oh, wow, I get that a lot. I get that question, like, what do you do? Like I said, I don't eat that much, but then this person said, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, no, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. I started losing the weight, I think it was this year or last year, but one of my exes, he was on his bike, and all of a sudden I call my bike Dorothy. She literally looks like Dorothy. Well, the Wicked Witch, you know, the Wicked Witch has the bike. It's kind of like, I call her Dorothy. So I got Dorothy when I don't know what year, but I had this bike, and then all of a sudden I started going on my bike. I would always go to this Panfish Park, that's where me and my ex went on our first date, but ever since then, through all the, like, if I'm ever in a bad mood, I said, okay, I'm gonna go on my bike. I was literally on my bike for like a couple of hours, and it felt good. Ever since then, I've been called, you look anorexic, do you eat, you don't look healthy, are you sick? But yeah, I had like, sometimes I would have these massive headaches because like of the sun, and I had to get new glasses, but I lost the weight due to my bike, and I love my bike, and it's breaking on me. I'm like, I don't want it to break me, but yeah, I go on walks, and I cut I used to eat lots of sweets, and now I don't do that anymore, but the doctors have told me I had to drink lots of water, but yeah, I thank my bike for that, because the bike actually has helped me a lot. I love being outside, and I'm trying to get a tan right now, like, my life is getting a tan, but yeah, my bike, I have to thank my bike for helping me lose weight. It's just now that fall's coming, I'm like, I just hope there's no snow that comes on, because I love my bike. Then people ask, how do you get a tan? Because some people go to tan, and like, that's not a good idea. What I do is I just sit outside and I just get a tan. Yeah, and then I've gotten like people asking me out, like, do you want to be my sugar mama? I'm like, whoa, no. People have watched my TikToks, and I've gotten like, they're like, damn girl, I'm like, thanks. But some people, like, I've gotten women who've asked me out, like, they've been sending me Snapchats, like, whoa. So what I do is if someone does that, I block them. Because I'm like, I don't want, like, but I've gotten like weird questions, like saying like, oh, you're like, you got, my ex was like, oh, you got hot. I'm like, gee, thanks. Like, yeah, I mean, like I tell anybody, you're beautiful just the way you are. It's just don't let anybody put you down.
Exactly. Yes, and that's another thing, like body shaming. Talking about that, because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. People are like, when someone's big or something, like, oh my gosh, you're obese. You need to look. You need to lose weight. You're unhealthy. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then when they lose the weight, they still make fun of them. Be like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny, you're anorexic, you need to eat more. It's just like, mind your own business. Like, if people love their body and they're happy with it, why do you care? Just because you're unhappy with your body does not mean you project on how you feel to other people. That's not right. I think you look amazing, you look great, and I'm proud of you losing that weight. And you are just living, girl. And so she lost the weight by not eating so much sweets as she was before, walking and riding the bike for hours, 2 hours.
But she's a working mom. I'm like, I don't know, like, you look amazing. Like, seriously, who's a mom that looks this good? Kia.
I love my body though. I love my body. I've been thick my whole life. I love it. But I'm just telling you, loves, like, don't let these people bring you down about your body. Don't let them do that. Love your body. All bodies, natural or not, all bodies are beautiful. They have different shapes, different colors, curves or non-curves. If you have thigh gap or anything, don't let people talk down on you. Love you for you. And if you don't like your body, there's things you can do to change that.
Or you can talk to me and Kia.
Right?
I mean,
You could go
advice.
to the gym, you know, but
the problem is people look at you. I'm like, you know what I would do? Look right at them and say, "What are you looking at?" But some people may get offended. But like, it doesn't matter what weight you are. I mean, like, there's this one actress who plays on This Is Us. This is how it's a good movie. Have you ever seen it? I mean, show.
No.
Yeah, there's this one. I forgot what her name was, but she. Like, the one thing I don't like is they say they have these body fat suits. I don't like it when they put it like that. Like, why would you do that? Like, even like they have like there's this other show that I've been watching. It's called The Good Doctor. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. A few episodes. Yeah.
It's about this autistic doctor who is autistic, and it's a good show. But like, a lot of people can do so many things, like Down syndrome. Because I was in special ed. I didn't like it at first, but then I got to meet lots of people. One of my friends, like, the saddest thing is I read is about Down syndrome people. They don't have a long time frame, and like, but knowing them is incredible because like one of my friends, like for instance, Robert is a friend of mine. I think he's got 2 jobs, but they are incredible. They really are, and it just kills me that like if they ever get sick, it kills me because you're like, I mean, I don't know, like if I ever was put in a, like I always worry, like I don't want to worry, like I do want children in the future. It's like one thing I worry about is like my time frame, you know, because I want to have a baby in my 30s.
Yo, she wants 12 kids.
I want 12 kids.
When we were driving here, I was talking to her. I was like, how many kids do you want? She said 12 kids. You don't hear that type of shit anymore. You don't even, I'm like, girl, you're a real one. You're going to start early. You want 12 kids.
And then the one thing that irritates me, because I see that you write posts about racist people. I don't like it when people are racist because, like, it goes back to that whole George Floyd thing. Like, when I'm like, oh boy. And then yesterday I showed my grams this article. Have you ever heard of the Slenderman? It was this terrible.
Yeah.
They're freeing that woman, that 19-year-old. They're freeing her. She was in a mental hospital. But that was when I was reading it, I was getting all like my eyes,
wow.
like Slenderman. Like, it's not someone made it and then all of a sudden they made it a movie. But it's sad because this woman was stabbed 21 times. They were laughing. Oh, the whole story is just like, yeah.
I hate it.
But racist people, like seriously, like even if you're like, if I was gay, which I'm not, I would never make fun of somebody. No, that's called homophobic. And I don't like when people are homophobic because you want to know something like Ellen DeGeneres, who is an amazing host. I never knew she was gay, and then when I found out she was gay, like, it's cool because like you have like so many people that are bi. Bi means you're like a boy or a man or a woman, but you shouldn't make fun of them because they're lesbian. Because people have tried to kill themselves, and it's just terrible.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I have my channel, to educate my loves, to spread that love and everything, to let them know that you're not alone. Don't be afraid of who you are. There is some cruel and mean and hateful people out there, but our love and our light will outshine and win them every freaking time, because love always wins. And loves, do not let these racist Trump supporters go back in the racist closet. You hear me? Don't.
I mean, I would say something about him. Like, the one thing I don't like about him is, like, he called her Miss Pageant, Miss Piggy. And that's actually, I mean, who does that? Who does that?
We're not going to get
we're not,
Donald
because I'm gonna
Trump
get,
so far, because you know how I feel about him.
Yeah.
We're going to need a whole other video for that. And that's going to coming up soon, but
I would love to be in that video.
we're not going to focus on that negative shit right now, you know, nah. But
so what's your next question? I
so
love
how,
questions.
so looking back in your life, what would you tell your younger self?
Oh, jeez. My younger self, I'd say, what would I tell myself? I'd say, listen, kid. Oh, let's see. What would I tell myself? This is like, oh, jeez. I would tell myself, listen, kid, you have so much to fulfill. You're going to go through life in so many directions. You're going to go through, there are going to be good moments, there's going to be bad moments, there's going to be some moments that you can't even explain, but make sure that you don't give up on life. Because you give up on life, then you really don't know what to expect in life. You know, it's like potato. I always say that, but like it's like you're in this path. It's like there's this good path and this bad path. I'd rather go on the good path, because like there's every path. Like I would tell myself, don't give up, and you'll find love at the end of the day. Like I'm still trying to find love, and hopefully I will find love, because I want to be a mommy like Kia.
As long as you stay true to yourself, continue to work on yourself.
Because this is what dreams are made of.
Yes, it will come. You deserve it. You deserve everything that comes to you. But before we end this video, what in the next 5 or 10 years, where would you like to see yourself?
Oh,
next 5 years.
That's a hard question.
Where would you like to be? Where would you like to see?
I want to be a mom, but then, I would love to be a mom and teach my daughter and my son that, you know, this world is crazy, but crazy is the best part, because you never know what you're gonna fulfill. But I want to be a mom. Hopefully, I'll be a wife one day. I want to be someone who would stand up to people that are mean, and just have an app, like a free app, to help people who are getting bullied, and it would be free.
You want to use your voice and your heart. You want to help others out there.
Yeah, because I always hear this quote: "Once a wildcat." I will always say, "Once a raider, always a raider." But yeah, like it's woman power, because like men just take over everything. You know, I feel like women should have an impact on something.
That's amazing. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. Anything that you would like to say?
If you're feeling bullied, just think it through. Just don't do anything. Don't let the bully get to you. Just go to somebody. Sometimes it's hard going to somebody, because then they might leave. The word that I cannot stand is snitch. Like,
I hate that word.
yeah, snitch just gets like, when I hear that, I'm like, really? But yeah, if you feel like you're being bullied, just talk to your mom or dad, or just talk to your siblings. But I don't know. I mean, I would say stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody let you down. The only person that you should care about is you. Because God created you for a reason.
Yes, if you're someone who's getting bullied, please speak up. Speak up. And if they're not doing anything about it, you go to somebody higher. Okay? Because that's not okay. And if you are a parent out there and you know that your kid is bullying one another, you need to sit down and have a talk with your kid. You need to figure out what's going on with them. You're raising your kid, and it's your responsibility to bring them up on love and to correct them when they're wrong and they're doing anything wrongful and hateful to other people. Okay? That's your responsibility as parents. If you take care of any kid, raise them up with love, and to treat others with respect, and to love one another. That's what it's all about.
The also thing I don't like it is because I've seen elderly abuse. Oh, whenever I've seen that, I'm like even I've seen, like, it's sad, because like I see it on like everywhere, like even on TMZ, they show people being harassed, this, that, whatever. I'm like, why would you want, like, people, tons of people have gotten harassed, like I don't know, it's annoying, like how they, even with, don't even get me started on dogs, because whenever I see that, I'm like, they should, like, 'cause I've seen some moms leave their kids in cars, in a hot car, I'm like, what is this? Like, it's crazy.
Yes, but we can talk for hours, honestly.
We could.
But maybe in 6 months or so, we can probably do another video, see where you're at or something.
I would love that.
Or you could be a part of my videos in the future.
Oh, yeah.
But I would put, if any of my loves want to talk to Casey, ask her any questions, I'm going to put her information down below, social media accounts, her TikTok, anything she wants me to post for you guys. If you want to talk to her, anything encouraging, send her positive vibes, anything, her information should be down there, down below. Okay, well, it's an amazing video. We talked about her growing up, her being bullied, how she came out of it, a little advice for others watching, how she used the bullying to lose weight for the past year, riding her bike and getting fit, and she never changed her heart. She stayed true to herself, and she continued to love others around her. Is there anything else you'd like to say to my loves?
Keep on loving. Don't let the hate get to you.
Yes. Love as much as you can.
Put the hate in trash.
Yes, and love as much as you can.
Or drop it like it's hot.
Always spread positivity wherever you go. The world needs it, and you need it too. Thank you guys so much.
Bye. Mwah.
I want to thank my love Casey for being the next love on my YouTube channel. It was amazing getting your voice heard, getting your story out there. Let my loves know that they're not alone. They're amazing inside and out. You are amazing, Casey. You are beautiful inside and out, and don't let anyone change your heart. Continue to use your voice in your heart, spread the love and positivity that this world needs. Loves, and let me tell you guys, loves, remember, if you want to change with your life, it starts with you, inside here. That's the reason why the world is the way it is, because people are hurting. They're unhappy with themselves. So, hurt others, loves. Be aware of your boundaries. Do you hear me? All my loves out there that are spiritual. Be aware of your boundaries. Take care of yourself, mentally and physically. I love you all, loves, so damn much. I love you guys. Do your part to make this world a better place, because you matter and we make a difference. Have a good day.